How's it going, ladies and Bruce? I'm Bobby Sixkilla. Welcome back to Zero Escape VLR. We're going to have a private talk with Luna here about our bleedy, milky, bloody white hand. And then I guess we're going to have another puzzle room if we survive long enough. Let's just see what happens. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good.
This
I
is a
found
big
somewhere
room.
nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
Is it the garden? As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. It is the garden.
You know
The
this
garden.
place?
Yes, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
So, what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green.
It's lovely.
I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation.
About what?
Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy.
Happy's good.
Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
Sure. Man, she's adorable. She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore in the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, and then began to talk.
Can I tell you something?
See, that was the birdcage thing that I've mentioned before, I think, but it was relevant in 999. That was a thing. That was a theme.
This is actually a music box. Yes.
Really? You twisted the key on the bottom and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really.
Aw.
So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box.
This must be the Luna ending we're heading for then.
Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Yeah. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it started on Christmas Eve. This brother and sister named Tiltil and Mytel get asked to find a bluebird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world, or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch the bird, you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually they give up and go home, and when they wake up, the bird is in a birdcage in their hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes, when Tiltil and Mytel try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Whoa. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy.
So it's the pursuit of happiness, not the acquisition of happiness. Okay, fair enough. I can live with that.
You know, Sigma, I think you might be Til-Til. You know,
What?
the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me.
Crew quarters.
Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden? Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why'd I told her I knew about the garden? Why'd I told her I'd been there before? You
Sigma,
can trust her.
Are you a robot? Have you always been here?
What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes. I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
Holy crap, we're a robot? For some reason, when Nonary called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. It didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in a nut house. Still, my hand was oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say I am a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot. Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to him by human beings except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence for as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard those before. That's just an ideal though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you. However you're programmed, I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests.
Tests?
Yes.
How?
Well, the Atom should be able to tell us.
Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. But when I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Bye?
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
Weirdo. I followed the line of her finger. Oh yeah. Shit. This is...
An antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. And there's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
Can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
It does, yeah. Damn it, that means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well, I was taking a walk.
Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course, you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear,
You saw the bomb?
I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
Sure. So who planted the bomb? Dio.
Honestly, it could have been any one of us.
Dio's
Anybody
planting the
could have
bombs.
come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Want me to turn it off? Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. You gonna scan me? Everyone else is already there when we arrived. Clover and Tim Miyoji. Kay and Dio. And of course Alice and Quark. Both seem to be sleeping peacefully. You never think to look at them that they've been completely insane not so long ago. Alright, everybody listen up. I told them how we'd found the #1 bomb in the garden. How have you still never seen the #2 bomb? And now, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we've found so far, there was probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port.
Yeah,
If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here.
we've got that.
Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Correct.
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
You set them, dipshit. Shut up.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me
Shame-
search you.
It's a shame we don't remember all... Oh my god, we're holding it. It's a shame we don't remember all of the previous runs. We only remember bits and pieces as it comes to us. If we remembered all of it, we'd be like laughing.
I beg
We're
your
holding the
pardon?
device.
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate.
Luna will back us up that we found it in the safe.
Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Oh, yeah, Clover was there too.
Huh?
Wait, you only need to search one person.
What?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I met Fire's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person There we go, everything's coming back to us now. We don't have all the info yet though. That person is you. Dio.
Come on, what is this? Are you high?
Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but can you hold him down?
Well...
It's only him. It's on him, I promise.
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards.
So this isn't a court? Besides, all we want to know is who set the bombs. And why are you getting worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then the search will show that and I'll look like an idiot.
Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs?
Because...
Just spit it out.
I know about the Myrmidons.
The Myrma... what?
I beg your pardon?
No.
Oh shit, it's all coming together.
How do you know that, Sigma?
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about about Free the Soul, and I know about Brother.
What the hell are you talking about?
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs.
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Oh dear. Tell me, how does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. What about Brother? How would you know his age if I haven't said anything besides his name?
Wait, so he's left? But that means he's a terrorist.
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
You better hold him down before he gets that trigger device.
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this one. Seriously though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone you two jokers. Okay, you got me. Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidons. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
AB plan?
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
God damn it, no! I leapt toward him.
Well there.
Here we go again.
Better not come any closer. You think
That's why
I'm
you
not
were meant to hold him
prepared
down.
for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So, believe me, there's plenty more where this came from.
What?
Now that we've cleared
It's
that
clones,
up,
we know that.
back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go!
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us except for one. Team Miyoji.
Hey, Grandpa, you're here and gone? I said back off!
No!
You... I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
What?
Tenmyoji?
Oh, something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing?
Not bluffing, goddammit. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will. But there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
Wait, what?
What?
For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Team Miyoji needed.
Yeah!
He cried out as he leapt through the air. Team Miyoji's legs shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Shit,
What
not
happened?
good. The detonator. He doesn't have it anymore.
What? What's happening?
There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyoji. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it works.
What are you saying?
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates.
Damn, how much do you know?
Everything.
Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown.
Cool.
You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's crazy!
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
The emergency deactivation password.
None of us know them, though.
Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell guy. The password for bomb number 2 is...
Yes! Bomb number 2! I'm ready.
EQD DYR NTK.
Bomb number 2?
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh? Oh. Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device.
Oh, I do.
Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up.
Where's the input device?
Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where
still
did
have
you
it,
put
right?
the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, you know, I just can't remember.
You son of a bitch.
Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on?
To where?
What, I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course.
No, wait. I threw myself towards Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I pulled all my weight on it to keep his arm pinned. That's why he's got the suicide pill or whatever.
Shit! Let go of me, goddammit! Get off of me! Let me go!
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry his open.
Hey, I'm not fucking around, alright? Let go of my goddamn arm!
By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
We don't have a choice. Luna, go get the soparil.
No, if we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of
I
him.
don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prick is a minute we don't have to deal with those
This
bombs.
prick, I like it.
We don't have time for this.
She just called you a penis, you penis.
What are you doing, Luna? Go!
Right.
Someone stomp on his head with
Okay,
you.
I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up.
Right. Here goes.
Good night, asshole. We've got all the passwords to all the bombs. We just don't know where they all are yet. That's the problem. We know all but number 2. As I began to climb off him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was, just what I expected. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much
10
time
minutes?
until the white doors open?
Same.
So, what do we do?
We put those passwords and stop the
We
bombs.
searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input device.
I already have the input device. Only one thing to do then.
That is?
Split up and find it. Unless any of you have another suggestion. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
Alright. No point sitting around. Until those things actually go off, we've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb. See if the timer really has started or not. All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good.
Most
Thanks.
importantly, the number 2 bomb.
Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Fi turned without waiting and headed for the door. Come on, we can do this. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile, then hurried after her. Alright, here we go. We're going to the number 3 bomb, are we? This is the run where I picked up the input device, right? I know I've had the input device, I just don't remember if I have it now.
The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here. You go check somewhere else. If we get to
Okay.
T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it?
Sure. I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit.
What? No, that's not a thing. And it doesn't make any sense. Besides, what the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit.
Oh, I see. Well, I admit I'm a bit curious.
All right. Looks like we're on the same page. Now get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Fine. Be careful, alright? I checked the time on my braces as I headed out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good news. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. I broke into a run. Come on, dude, we gotta get this shit going. Come on. Christ. Otherwise we're all gonna die. And I might be a robot anyway. Before long I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might be there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently, there was no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Screw that. Come on. Come on! We've got this. Luna, you
Yes,
still here?
the others are taking the people who are asleep to the white doors. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back.
Why?
Because the atom is here. I
Scan
thought
me.
you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here?
What? I mean, yeah. I want to know what's going on with me. Oh my god, we're a robot and the number 2 bomb is inside us. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick. This isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
Why did you come here then?
Is it obvious? I'm trying to find the input thing so we can set off the
Really?
bombs. Yeah, why would I lie?
I see. I seem to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me, so I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
She turned and headed towards the exit. Wait. I couldn't just let her leave like that. I sighed. How long would it take?
Not more than 5 minutes or so.
I don't have that much time. Are you sure? Only 5
Yes.
minutes? Okay. Let's do it. Analyze my body. Five minutes is too long. We only have 10 before we have to meet back. I lay down on the table. Luna picked up the atom scanner and began to run it across me, slowly and methodically. In a few minutes she was finished.
That's it. You can get up now.
I sat up and hopped off the table. The screen was already starting to show my results. So what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
Well... It says you're not a robot. You're human.
I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
But your body isn't entirely human. You're part machine.
Wait, what are you saying?
Look here. The structure of the bones
We
in
got
your
robot
arms
arms!
isn't anything close to human. They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT.
We got robot arms.
Your arms
We're
are
Jax
cybernetic.
from Mortal Kombat. Wait, what does that mean? We're Adam Jensen. I didn't ask for this.
Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one. You see all these root-like things around the titanium bones? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arms. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too.
Which would be what hurt. What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an x-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones, and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? Wait, okay, let's say you're right, my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I'd have to worry about the bracelet going off?
No, unfortunately you probably do still have to worry about that.
Why?
The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface
Now let's
with
take
the
them off
rest
like
of your
cloak.
body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body.
How do you know that?
I just do.
That's not an answer.
Yes, you're right, but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain.
Tell me about
Don't
it.
you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs? I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up.
Time? I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. 1 minute. I've only got a minute left.
Sigma, there's one last thing.
You're Zero, aren't you? That's why you're so calm when we're all about to die.
I was given very specific instructions.
I shuddered. Of course she's Zero, she's the nice one. Not because I was scared of what was about to happen. Because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
Please pay attention. This is very important.
Only got a minute left to live, I might as well.
You must be sure to remember it.
Remember? I was about to die, how was I supposed to remember? Yeah, I'll write it down.
Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember GTF DML016. With this key, the first gate shall be open to you. There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What? Before she could answer. Yep. Kaboom! That's the first gate. We already got the second gate. I don't know what that means exactly. The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness, as usual. And that's going to be Luna End. I knew that. She was just too good to be true, wasn't she? She really was. Oh, shit. I liked you, Luna. You were the only one that seemed worthwhile. Oh, it was a Sigma end. That's our end. What? Crazy. I thought that was going to be the Luna end. I don't even know what our face looks like. I'm not used to seeing our own face. Look, we can break through this one now. And this one. Lots to do. Alright, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to break through this one and this one. And then we're going to betray here, which will come to a shitty end. But we should... First gate, second gate. I'm assuming what they mean by that is first gate is ID, second gate is password in the computer. I don't know. We'll find out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.